Oregon Secretary of State is taking some heat tonight for a letter she sent to the FCC.
And we've confirmed she signed her name to a letter supporting Comcast. But get this, a Comcast lobbyist actually wrote that letter for her. Our Chris Woodard going beyond the headlines to ask, who is the Secretary of State really looking out for, Chris?
And that's the big concern, right? Are taxpayers the priority, or is a large company that we found has donated to her campaign the priority?
It's definitely something that politicians do fairly regularly, but they don't want to come out into the open.
For Oregon Secretary of State Kate Brown, keeping this quiet is not an option. I have the documents and have confirmed the letter she sent to the FCC in support of a controversial merger involving Comcast was written for her almost word for word in an email by a Comcast government affairs employee, and includes sentences like, "I can tell you from personal experience, Comcast is committed to such change." And, "In my capacity as state secretary, programs such as this give me hope."
How common would you say something like this is?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's something that, like I mentioned, the politicians don't publicize that they are doing this.
Ben Gaskins is a political science professor at Lewis & Clark.
I think it definitely looks bad when a politician, especially if they have been giving campaign contributions from a company, then basically verbatim write a letter on behalf of that company.
I looked into it and found Comcast did donate $10,000 to Brown's campaigns between 2006 and 2011, though groups or companies like Nike did give her much more. Here in Oregon, where Comcast trucks roll through the streets and many of us are customers, the question is Kate Brown doing what's best for Comcast or for the people of Oregon?
Should people be concerned?
I don't think necessarily. I think politicians do this a good bit.
Brown herself today, she did not agree to an on-camera interview, but her spokesman sent me the following statement. He said, Secretary Brown was asked by Comcast if she would agree to send a letter vouching for the company's community service in Oregon. She was familiar with the work, especially Comcast's efforts to close the digital divide at Roosevelt High School, so she agreed. The letter was based on a conversation between Secretary Brown and Comcast. The online tech journal The Verge published a report pointing out that there are several lawmakers here across the country that sent similar letters, almost entirely written for them. Back to you.